I came in the backwoods here of Wisconsin, and last night an epic storm came through. The winds just blew. It's still snowing now, but it's calmed down quite a bit. But I was going to stay a couple days in here, but I think I'm going to have to leave because the snow is so deep. I don't know if I can walk out hardly to get to my truck. So I'm going to packing up my sleeping bag. It got pretty cold last night. I had some hot rocks down alongside my sleeping bag to help me out. But halfway through the night, they kind of cooled down on me. So I broke out my space blanket. I'm gonna just shove that into my pocket for now, and then get something hot to drink here. My birch bark cup that I made. The walk's gonna be about maybe 6-8 hours, but in this snow the hike might be a lot further. So we're gonna have to start out early here as soon as I gather my stuff together and start heading out. My knife, I made the holster years ago. I got some duct tape on there holding it together now, but I always keep my flint magnesium starter right inside there with my knife. It's a little wore down, but it still works. Getting out of here might take quite the effort. 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'm still following the trail back. I come to the top of the ridge down below where the river is. Very much ready to cross. One way to get tender is to go under a big cedar tree and scrape down on it, getting that outer bark. A pile of it will easily light, and it's underneath all these branches, so it's generally pretty dry. Oh, it's cold. It's soaking wet. Down to the river, got some rocks. I want to heat them up. My left foot is way wetter than my right, so I'm going to take my left foot off and dry it out. Well, my boot is drying out, but the inside is really wet. And I got some rocks out of the river and I've heated them up, and I'm gonna put them hot rocks down inside my boot to help. You can hear you see the steam and hear the sizzling of the water because my foot was so wet. But that'll dry the boot out really quick. Can't drink the river water because it's contaminated and it really needs to boil. The snow, it's safe to drink, but I'm so cold from falling in the river, I don't want to lower my body temperature anymore. So what I need to do is melt the snow a little bit. I'm going to take this wet sock and I'm going to use it to hydrate myself by filling it with snow. Nice thing about your sock is, even if there's some bits and pieces of needles or whatever in the snow, they'll get filtered out through the sock. Just, you know, don't put nothing yellow or anything like that in there, but got a little bit of snow down in that sock. I'm gonna grab one of them hot rocks and drop it down on top of the snow. Rock in there. You hear it sizzling. Now it's starting to melt. And just like that, I got fresh water supply. The snow's way too deep. I tripped on a branch just before the bank underneath the snow. I couldn't see it. I need to be up on top of the snow, so I got to build myself a pair of snowshoes and start getting out of here because it's getting late afternoon. I only got a few more hours of light, and I need to get to my pickup before dark. Well, here's a tree that I found. It's just about 1.5 inches, 2 inches in diameter. It has a Y right there. I think I'm gonna cut that one down and use it for my snowshoe. The more wraps you get, the sturdier it gets. Start weaving branches back through the vines in order to create something that'll be sturdy enough to stand on. Okay, the second one is finished. Put the snowshoes on. I'm going all the way down to my last eyelet. Then this one's gonna cross over and tie to that side. This one's gonna cross over from here over to here and tie to this side. So what we're gonna do is go right around the main beam of the snowshoe and over that board. And I have it about 1 foot back from the front. I want it, when I pick up my foot, I want the back end of the snowshoe to go to the ground so it doesn't catch stuff as I walk. The important part is to be holding it tight to your foot so it doesn't come off. And that's what I'm doing right now. Okay, now I'm ready to go. Standing on top of about 3 feet of snow, and I'm sinking in only about 3 inches with a backpack on. So that's pretty awesome. It's considerably better than trying to walk through the snow. Just over this next little hill, my truck is parked. And I got to this fence line and I found something I wasn't expecting. I walked through the gate on the way here, but the snow buried it so deep, there's no way to open it. I need to see if I can step over these with my snowshoes, but I'm not sure I can. I got 1 foot over. Oh, oh, that's hard as the nuts. Oh. Straddling that. I made it. That was a hard step, but all right. Another 100 meters and we'll be there. Yeah. Pick up the pace. Ah, there's the truck. Oh, be able to turn the heater on. I'll be able to make it warm in there. That was the biggest snowstorm I've ever seen in there. And I was really in trouble there for a while, especially when I fell in the river. I thought, oh, they were freezing up. I had my key in my pocket, and then I pulled out the space blanket to kneel on.